Introduction. Relationships with narcissists can be painful, frustrating, complicated, and totally mystifying. Nothing they say or do seems to be the same from day to day. They can be charming and loving one moment and hateful and demeaning the next. They tell you one thing and then do another. When you confront them with these discrepancies, they blame you and say you're the crazy one, and often you do end up feeling like you're crazy. The narcissist can swing you from emotional highs to emotional lows. Most relationships with narcissists can be described as follows. The relationship started out almost as a fairy tale. In the beginning, you felt adored, understood, ecstatic, and more smitten than you had ever felt before. You thought that the two of you were completely in tune and that you even shared the same thoughts, feelings, and dreams. Your partner described to you the perfect life you would share together, more wonderful than you would have dared to dream of on your own. You felt a oneness. The relationship progressed very quickly, and within days, you were deeply and irrevocably in love. The narcissist told you this was the perfect relationship, and you committed yourself entirely. But something changed after that. It may have been almost instantly, or may have taken a few months or longer. Your oneness didn't seem to be there anymore. Your loved one became controlling, selfish, angry, blaming, and self-justifying. You no longer felt understood, and your needs seemed to be discounted and even mocked. You began to feel unheard, unappreciated, frustrated, and often depressed and anxious. You had to work hard to ignore your feelings of hurt and rejection. You tried to talk about your feelings and needs, only to be treated as if your requests were silly, unimportant, or just plain foolish. You ended up wondering what was wrong with you. What had you done to make your loved one so distant and indifferent? You kept trying. You made accommodations. You gave more love and attention. You gave in to keep the peace. You gave up your interests and even time with your friends and family to meet your loved one's expectations. You tried in every way to be the perfect spouse or partner, and you kept hoping to get that loving feeling to return. It was so confusing. You started to feel as though your whole life was being controlled by this person. Why was your partner being so mean and self-centered? You wanted your needs to be considered. You wanted to feel cared about. You wanted the relationship to be more equal and shared. You tried to do everything perfectly, and when that didn't work, you tried harder. Nothing seemed to make a difference for very long. You continually felt like the giver, your partner always demanding and taking more. And you often felt guilty that you weren't doing enough and couldn't get it right. The longer you're in a relationship with someone so self-centered and self-absorbed, the more you feel drained, disappointed, and hurt. His selfishness pushes you away, but something inside of you keeps hoping things will change and he'll again be the person you know he can be, the funny, smart, caring person you first met, but who now seems to be buried most of the time. Along the way, you saw hopeful signs. Your partner would suddenly be just as sweet and loving and attentive as you remembered. You felt that surge of happiness and relief that things were going to be all right after all. But all too quickly, he switched back into anger and blame, ignoring and criticizing you when everything didn't go perfectly. Through all of this, you kept hoping things would work out. And you kept working hard to be loving and kind to prove how much you wanted to make the relationship succeed. Then one day your loved one announces that the relationship just is not working. It's no longer fulfilling or exciting. You're too negative and needy. You're boring and uninteresting. What? You are shocked and wonder if he's kidding you. You tried all this time to be as perfect, loving, accommodating, and giving as humanly possible, and that wasn't enough?